Story time. Welcome to Near Death X. Near Death X is, of course, a show that is a cautious show. It shows you how to be careful, for you to be aware of your surroundings, your environs, where you're going, and how to be smart in order to be safe wherever you go. All right. Let me take you to the 1980s. 1980s. There was a drought and there was a crisis in the world, of course, and Ghana had its fair share of that. And in that time, Akomsi Ghana. Does anybody that knows that 80s to 82s was a very dire time? Recession times was very difficult. So many Ghanaians decided to repatriate. They decided to travel across Africa, and many went to Nigeria at the time. It was a free state, a republic in which people like Fela Anikulapo Kuti and all the masses were a mountain people to follow them. Fela Anikulapo Kuti, on the hand, was doing music, so people enjoyed him, and he was a Pan-Africanist, so he spoke and people enjoyed him, and people wanted to be around Nigeria at the time. Now, many Ghanaians went there, and this is what we went to do. We went to become shoe shine boys, we became kinky sellers, food vendors, sex workers. We did a whole lot in Nigeria at the time. This account is from a Ghanaian who was there, who happens to be a relative of mine. So we call Mr. Relative Mr. Oja. So I'll name him Mr. Oja. All right. 1982 is the setting. Nigeria, Lagos is the location. And my Nigeria people, I greet you in the name of God. And I know it's in Kilo Shena, you know, as they talk your matter. I know we say be everything. Now they happy for Nigeria, be every Nigerian they do, but very bad people they as well. So as I share the story, if you have heard some, you can share with me on my channel. Of course, Near Death X, and of course we all can be cautious together and we can protect each other. Okay, so Uncle Oja, of course, joins several Ghanaians in several parts in the market square where they wait for construction vehicles to come and pick them. Now, every day they group early in the morning around 4 a.m. getting to 9 a.m. where the vehicles working on construction sites will come and pick them. Uncle Oja here is a carpenter. Now, he's also a mason. And with this trade, he went to Nigeria to find greener pastures in 82. There was hunger. And of course, he went along with his fiancée at the time, who they were planning to marry. Those days, cohabitation was almost like marriage, so they took it like that. If you live with the person, it's assumed they are married. So yes, Oja and his wife went to Nigeria. This time in the market square, of course, they group in the mornings, and Ghanaians, you see, we take our culture everywhere. Our culture of playing cards, or playing Ludo, or playing drafts, we take it along. We take our food, and of course, we take our hospitality along wherever we go. Now, this incident happened where my uncle says every morning he comes, he joins the bus, wherever there's work, they go and work, and a few kobos and naira, he's able to come feed his lady at home. And of course, go back the following day for the same level. If you're lucky to get the same contractor wanting your services, you have constant jobs until the building is put up and you're done, right? Masons and plumbers and carpenters will tell you this is the job, per diem for work. Sometimes 2 weeks away, 1 month away. All right, so they're done with construction. Of course, they're waiting for several vehicles to pick them early in the morning. My uncle noticed a vehicle, an old 1979 Peugeot, which is black in color, with 3 people in it, sitting at one place in a market square. For almost several hours, this car was there. Now, tippers will come, foremen will pick the numbers because there are plenty. You don't get to load everybody in there, so the number that is left will play cards and be jovial and all. My uncle noticed this particular car sitting for more than 3 hours, and him being the Ghanaian that he is, hospitable as usual and respectful, approached the vehicle. When he approached the vehicle, he asked, "Yes, sir." I agreed. "I've been sitting here minding my business, of course, but I've noticed your car here for several hours. Are you looking for people to work? Do you need workers? We are ready. We want to work." The one man said, "I'm afraid we don't need any workers. We're just waiting for somebody. But thanks for asking. If we need workers, we'll let you know." My uncle says, "Oh, okay. You should know that I'm a carpenter and I can do some masonry, so I have work. If you need people to work with, I can arrange it." The man said, don't worry. We are going to it. We will need you, we'll call you. My uncle says, okay, no wahala. So he left enjoying the others. Now, as the day progressed, of course, getting to twilight or dusk, he decided that, oh, Charlie, the time was up, you have to go. If there's no construction work, then definitely you need to be able to go your homes. All right, so they went to their homes. Following day, same car, same time, comes around. My uncle approaches again and says, okay, you are still here. I want to find out, is it that you need somebody? Because I'm surprised. You didn't see the person you're looking for yesterday. They told my uncle, no, we didn't see the person, but we are still waiting. You don't worry. We'll sort ourselves out. My uncle said, okay, no problem. Now, getting to around 3 p.m., he approached them again and said, I want you to inform me exactly why you're here, because I've been here for this long. Nobody in his right mind will wait for this long for some person. Or is it that the person is a thief and has run away or something you're looking for? Then one of the men said, you know something? You come, I want to show you something. They opened a briefcase in the back of the car and showed him dollars in those days. My uncle was taken aback and surprised. Wow, dollars. How do you come about this? One of the men said, you see, we are not thieves. We work for an oil baron here in Nigeria. But the government is siphoning off these billions of dollars and using it for personal property. One of the white people in charge died. And as he died, we know the companies and the government will take over. So we took our chance and took some money. Now, all we are waiting for, let me go to Nigerian dialect. All we are waiting for is somebody that go help we carry this thing go outside Nigeria. I will share with the person. My uncle said, hey, I can help. This one I won't tell anybody, I can help. One of the men said, you know something? You know, be we alone now we do this thing. Now plenty people there on our back. So we have to go and tell our boss that we have found somebody that can help us. We won't make you introduce them. As we introduce you, I go help us go Ghana. Uncle says, oh, I'll help. And they gave him about 5,000 naira at that time. It was plenty money in the 1980s. I was so happy. These people, I have my chance. We'll come back tomorrow and come and pick you. Uncle says, I'll be ready. Don't worry, I'll be ready. I'll be ready. Following day, instead of the 3 men to show up, only 1 man showed up. The driver. He says, I'm here to pick you. I said, where are the 2 men? He says, oh no, they are there, they are waiting. They have to prepare your back and everything. I'm just a driver, I have to come and pick you up. So, okay, where are we going? He said, don't worry, we'll reach there soon. He sits at the back. He's handed over another 5,000 naira. My uncle don't take that thing. As he enjoyed the car, now they go, now they carry himself. They are in Lagos. They drove for almost 4 hours. They reach where they need go. Hey! My uncle was wondering, there are nice houses here, but we are going far. I said, no worry, it's far. That's why. There's a construction place now they inside Delta. Now that be where we go. We go Delta before. My uncle said, we'll never go Delta. But of course, money na money. So I did follow money. My uncle reached Delta with this driver. When they entered the suburbs, of course, this is a new open area, so there are constructions going on. Carpenters working on several buildings. Masons working. You can hear sounds of construction equipment. Things are happening. My uncle is like, no, I'm in the right place. But because of the long and big vehicles that are passing, of course, the place is muddy. So my uncle knew, this place is the place I need to be. Then they entered one of the entrances to a certain path leading up to a little bit of a hill. And they came to long walls with huge gates. And there the driver honked. Ping, ping. And the gate started opening. And somebody peeped his head in through and saw the vehicle and the occupants and beckoned they should come. And as the car entered the gates, my uncle noticed well-built men standing behind the gates. He said then it was a bit like, hey, what are these men doing here? And they shut the door behind him. My uncle said, hey, that is when he started questioning himself as to, am I in the right place? On his left, he saw a group of men. They looked dressed, expensively dressed. He thought to himself, then I'm in the right place because it seems these are the rich people that I'm going to meet. The money is real. And this is 80s. Tall champagne glasses and bottles had come around. And of course, they were enjoying. They looked in the mood of happiness. Several waitresses, more like one woman and some guys, keep on passing, going and coming and giving this group of men food and drinks and meat to eat. There's a grill in the corner. Of course, the setup is all merry. My uncle is enjoying. He says, so I'm in the right place. This many people, he doesn't think it's going to be bad. Of course, he was told to just wait in the corner. And the driver went to speak to the men there. And when he went, he was told to wait, so he was waiting in the corner. Now, as he saw on the left, he saw these big men, and he was made to wait, he noticed the vehicles on the compound was very dirty because of the muddy area. And these were very fine cars for the 80s. These were very expensive cars. You could tell that these were ministers or senators. No, a mess there. So Uncle says now they wait. Now he noticed that the lady serving them was from one fair light-skinned lady like that. And I thought to himself, so this is the evil woman they have been talking about. She's fine, oh. He started looking at her. Now the lady too, my uncle is a very fine man. Mr. Oja, very fine man. Very fine man. Thick, tall man with 5'5", a very fine man. Dark and lovely, tall man. As they watch the woman to the watch him, they walk at it past. After a while, he called the woman. Come here. He said, hey, who be you? I go, so my name now, Uja. I said, Uja, you be Ghana man? What did they do for you? I go say, what did they do for you? Everything. I see fine woman. I say, no, be fine woman matter. See you. But they took what they do for you. They don't lie you too. Somebody come tell you about oil baron where they follow and find Ghana man where you pay you love money. The 3 people then come, the 2 men then come, they use them for sacrifice. They don't know what they do, so they deliberate as to what they go do you for there. My uncle said there, in Ghana terms, was a 100 children. In 3 terms, a 1 and embrable, the Ghanaian, and so say at once. What? I'm in a bad place. What can I do? The woman left. My uncle said that was when he started calling him. I was made to say this and what they go my friend on at it. I said, but the pageant, you're calling your gods. He said he called everybody again. After a while, he got an idea. He called the lady as she passed again and said, Mama, you know something? I know saying I'm my last. But as I see these cars that are very, very dirty, I won't clean up. He says, okay, I have to go and ask permission. She went there and came back and said, the people said, man won't die and I won't clean car. Making a clean car. My uncle said he took his shirt off, his singlet left, folded his trousers and started cleaning the cars. He did his best. He has never cleaned car for his life like that before. He cleaned all the 12 cars parked in the compound. Spiffy clean. And then in the crowd, somebody decided to clap his, hey, you have done well. You have cleaned all these cars. They are looking good like brand new. You have done well. What do you want to drink? Give him something to drink. One man said. Then the woman comes to my uncle and says, Oga, I won't tell him say he won't drink cook did this house. But I won't tell him say they give you money making and they go buy cook for outside. If you come back now your own wahala. Don't make mistake, come here again. You come now your own wahala, you are in your hands. But if you go, may God protect you. My uncle says, just walk with his flip-flops, with shirts on the shoulders, and walk to the gates. As he walked to the matchman and there, he's afraid, he doesn't know what to do. He has to speak right, so he just showed the money in his hand. Like, oh, and I don't they go buy coke, they come back. Say, okay, make him money pass. Immediately they close the gates behind him. At that time, you know the world champion, Michael Johnson for America. My uncle say he tell Michael Johnson, away. Don't they run? My uncle don't tell Michael Johnson for Nigeria. He did run back. His troubles wasn't over. As he left and maneuvered into one corner, he noticed an Okada man. When I say Okada, I mean motor rider. And he jumped onto an Okada. Hey, the Okada do feel if you say in a thief. Say you be thief. Say no. I see something where I nearly died today now for go. Where the man noticed he was Ghanaian, he said he's Ghanaian too. Okay, what did they do for you? This place, we need to come here, they go alive. What did they do for you? Hey, carry and go. Where are they? Say, are they Delta? I say, Delta. Hey, this place, they come, they ever they come out. You are lucky. We carry him go station for car. My uncle say, as he enter car, he was shaking. He was shivering. He didn't know what to do. His teeth was grating, he's gnashing his teeth. He didn't know what to do. And as he was sitting by this woman, the woman thought he was a thief. He started moving. Na thief. My uncle say, oh, mama, I no be thief, na malaria, na they do me malaria, don't do me. See the way I don't the shiver. You know, my money self know the rich. If you help me reach Lagos, the woman started coming close to him and gave him some money from the hospital. That's how my uncle reached home. 2 weeks now, he reached home. He can't tell his people that he's waiting. He nearly died. He couldn't tell his wife. 2 weeks later, finally told his wife. Wife left. Near death. Be cautious.